Welcome in, everybody. Welcome to the Marvelous Minds show. I
Hey,
know we're a week late, right?
what do you mean a week late? We
We're a
were on
week.
vacation,
Somebody said we're a week late right now,
bro.
man. They clowning.
We were on vacation, ladies and gentlemen.
Get
We
these pillows.
we've been working very hard to make sure we provide content all week for months on end. So I think we deserve a little bit of a break.
Anyways, welcome in. I hope you guys had a great weekend. I hope you guys had a great week as well last week. I miss you guys. I know you guys missed the oldie show and whatever other music show we were gonna do. I don't even know what. Welcome in. I hope you guys you know are gonna enjoy the night tonight.
Ooh,
NORBEEZ, how was your day?
it was great.
What did you get accomplished this weekend?
You know what? This weekend was very good for me because I was able to over the weekend give money that of a fundraiser that me and a few people on Instagram collaborated in doing.
Yeah.
Shout out to Cultura Movement. Shout out to Foodology. Shout out to Smoky Mirror Podcast and Veronica. Oh yeah, on Instagram. We all work together to promote a GoFundMe for this very special lady named Martha. She was chosen by a TikToker or I'm not either TikTok or Instagram, but he's the ones that go out to test out people and to see if they're compassionate people.
Right.
Like he would show up as a homeless guy and ask, "Hey, he would go to a street vendor."
Yeah.
Right, and he would ask.
So he went to her.
Yeah, he went to her and he asked her, "Hey, do you think can I get something? I don't have any money, but my blood sugar is really low. I'm a diabetic. You think you could give me something?" And Martha was like the best example of a human being, just saying, "Yeah, well, what do you want? You want a soda? You want a hot dog?" Like, because she sells hot dogs.
Yeah.
Like, which one do you want? Like, it's you could have it. I'm like, oh, yeah, okay, that's cool. I have a few dollars, and she's like, no, I don't need it. It's okay. And for the most part, she explained that she has empathy because her husband is in dialysis right now because
wow.
his kidneys pretty much failed him, and he's also diabetic. So she understands like what it means for somebody that's diabetic for their sugar to go low.
Yeah.
So for her, it was a very easy, let me help you out because, it reminds me of my husband. I would hope that if my husband's somewhere out there and, he needs that kind of help.
Yeah.
Because it's very important for them to, get their sugar levels up. That will help them too. So, because of that, I promoted it on my page and added a few people as to collaborate to share it on their platform. So thankfully, Cultura Movement was able to share his GoFundMe with us, and we were able to come up with $2,000 for her.
That's cool.
And thankfully, it took a month to get the money though.
It's all right. At least you got something, man. You know.
Yeah, but I'm glad I was able to get it to her, and I met her husband, Angel, and they're very good, humble people. They're just our raza that that's working two jobs. Unfortunately he can't work because he gets weak really fast. He gets tired really fast because his kidneys are shot already.
Yeah.
So she's working the two jobs to support her and her family. So she's working all day, every day.
So where could people watch that video?
They can watch it on my Instagram page. It's probably very low because I tend to have a lot of content coming out every day. So you will probably have to go pretty far up. But you know what? I'll post it up on my stories. If you guys follow me on Nobi Lightning, you could look at my stories and I'll put it up there.
That's cool, man. That's good. Proud of you, NORBEEZ.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
That's
I'm very happy because that was the first time I've done that much money to give to somebody, and it felt really good to just, here you go.
That's dope.
Hopefully it helps.
All right, welcome in, everybody. Let's give some shout outs to everybody here today, tonight, this evening. Let me see. Where's the chat? Real quick. If I miss you, my apologies, but I'm trying to get everybody. I'm gonna look through my phone, all right? But shout out to Eileen, I appreciate you. B Jones, we got Truth Hurts. We got Lisa Duran, I appreciate you always. Silabura Barrio Norwalk, I appreciate you always, homie. Shout out to you. Happy birthday to your brother. That he just had his birthday. Shout out to Boxer, appreciate you too, homeboy. Shout out to Cell. We got Smear Gang in the house, always bringing jokes over here.
Hey.
Rootster, what's up, Rootster? Appreciate you. Mary Lou, always a pleasure. We got Athena Special Lady. If you guys haven't purchased any of her apples, her dehydrated apples, make sure you go tap into her TikTok or Instagram. And NORBEEZ, want to show her candies that she makes too?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
Can I show
she
her
just hooked you up.
Can I show her candies?
She just hooked you up.
Hey, big shout out to Appalicious for providing these incredible, delicious snacks right here. Look at that. Look at that. You see all that? All that goodness? All that goodness. Shout out to Appalicious. Make sure you guys follow her, Appalicious12_. I don't know if you can see that right there, but make sure you guys follow her and purchase something for her. You know, support our people, support our small businesses, because it's really important, because at the end of the day, they support us. And it's always got to be like that. We got to support each other, uplift each other, and, you know, that's it.
Thank you, motivational speaker. Appreciate you. 94 AM. Appreciate you being here, homie. Welcome in. We got Medicine. We got Too Much Fee. What's up, Too Much Fee? I appreciate you being here too, homie. Anthony Medina. And we got can you see the rest of them, NORBEEZ? We got Punk Bug in the house.
I think you said most of them. I want to say
I know I missed somebody though.
Did you get
Go Salsa Music? Shout out to Go Salsa Music. I appreciate you, homeboy, for being here. We got what does that say? El Cuh.
Oh, we finally got a cuh.
A little cuh.
Oh,
what's Julio Choa? Welcome in. We got Angel. I can't see that. This light's bright, bro.
I know.
It's right in my eyes.
We got Nadine. We got Eileen, Ghost. I don't even know who you're looking at, Angel. I don't.
We got OG Tweety in the house.
I see Angel. My bad. Shout out to Angel. We got Sal, and for the most part,
Carlos Abelos. Welcome in, Carlos. I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, most definitely.
Boss Lady. Welcome in, Boss Lady. I can barely see Ovi Shorty. There you go. I can see 805 Plumbing, NORBEEZ with the commercial.
Shout out to 805 Plumbing, all the way from San Diego, on call 24/7. There's no pipe he can't drain, and if he doesn't pick up, more than likely he's laying pipe.
You do that too perfect, man.
Hey.
Shout out to Bunch Tattoo. If you're in the San Diego area, go visit him for some work. If you guys want to just kick it with him, he's got a bomb ass system in his house, so
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, and you're never gonna know. You're never gonna know. Anyways, shout out to Boyle Heights. Can you see that name right there, bro?
Where at Boyle Heights?
Yeah.
That's Ben M213.
Shout out to Ben. Appreciate you, homeboy.
Shout out to Ben.
Welcome in.
Shout out B Jones.
Can you see the other name below that?
After B Jones, it's gonna be Chris Leon. Shout out Chris Leon.
Chris Leon. How do you pronounce that last name? Leon or Leon?
Leon.
I think it's Leon.
Leon.
All right, number one or number two? Is it Leon or Leon?
I think if you're French, you'll say Leon. But if you're speaking Spanish, you just say Leon.
No, I think French is like Leon. Leon. Right? Oh?
I don't know, bro.
Oh, man. Come on, homie. You got to practice your accents, dog.
I'm not trying to practice no French up in here.
All right, anyways, we're going to get...
I like his French fries.
All right, we got some topics that NORBEEZ is bringing to the show. He actually messaged me on my IG earlier, and he told me what the show was going to be about.
I mean, don't tell him that.
Yeah, I got to tell him, fool. I got to tell him. That's what you texted to me, and you go, this is what the show is going to be on. You want me to read your message?
Shout out, Ovi Shorty.
All right.
Yeah, you can read it. I mean,
we're gonna get to the messages though. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Appreciate you guys. Let's get to some of the questions real quick.
All right, and the questions. We're gonna start out with the community post questions. Thank you to everybody that participated, and as always, first come, first serve.
Oh.
First one's gonna be from Truth. Is that our token white guy?
What does it say? Truth hurts or
the
what?
Proof? No, it's Truth. I know it's Truth hurts, but
I don't know who that is, bro.
All right, he says, what do you think about the mural on Soto and Cesar Chavez? That has been in many movies like Colors and Blood In, Blood Out. That is now all tagged up. Does that show that this younger generations don't respect anything? That's a good question.
Well, yeah, obviously, if you're gonna tag up a mural that's been there for a long time, we got a lot of landmarks. We have a lot of landmarks, East LA and Boyle Heights, City Terrace. If you go through City Terrace. You got a lot of murals that have been tagged up, and even in our generation, even in the 90s and the late 80s, some homies would tag on landmarks. Well, that became landmarks, such as that mural. But it sucks, it's just the lack of the lack of respect that's not being taught to the youngsters, you know, and they don't know any better. You know, we grew up with these things. We grew up with with these murals and stuff. They didn't grow up with them. They're
Yeah,
barely starting their life, so they don't know the full story of memories that we have. You know what I mean?
that's
They
true.
see these things in murals and they're like, oh, you know, they want their name to be known or whatever. They're tagging their barrio. They just don't know no better. And it's up to you. You know, I know you're leaving a comment on this episode, but if you do ever see somebody tagging like that, you know, it's not to reprimand them, but just call them aside and have a simple conversation with them and let them know how you feel. You know, let them know that these paintings mean something to us. You know, we have memories and they should protect it. You know what I mean?
Do you think it's because we have a lot less representation in media? Like I would say back then when those murals were up, we had a lot more movies about us, about our culture. We had a lot more radio personalities of that talk about our culture. I don't think we have any of that stuff right now for the young people.
I think it gets lost in translation, bro.
Hmm.
When people um get mixed up with culture and trend.
Yeah,
So there's a difference. People have the oh, how should I say this? They don't have the right mindset when they say our culture,
yeah,
you know, or we're representing our culture, like such as gang banging
yeah,
or this isn't our culture. It's
hmm,
not part. It never has been part of our culture.
yeah,
You know, these are trends that are evolving and getting lost in translation. You know what I
yeah,
mean? And people are calling this culture. Like, oh, we go dance at the swap meet. That's part of our culture. We have bistro on Sundays and we watch the football game. That's part of our culture. We get all tatted up. That's part of our culture. It's not. It's not part of our culture. You know, if you really
yeah.
get down to our culture and what we used to do and what we should be doing, it was all about our energy and our health and sustaining our tribes
Mm.
livelihood. That's what it was about,
Well, I
you know.
mean, let me ask you, Marvelous. So, where do you think the youth now looks towards our culture? Like, where can they find our? Is there anything out there that they can that's reaching out to them as far as that to teach them our
It's
culture?
pure babysitting, bro. You're not you're not gonna unless you take your youngsters to a powwow, unless you introduce them to an elder, unless you know how to articulate yourself while you're addressing our culture to that younger dude or younger female, then they're gonna be able to gravitate toward that energy. But
Mm.
other than that, if you tell a youngster, hey, you know what, go to the East LA library and go check out that book.
Yeah.
I want you to tell me about the Pura Pecha. I want you to tell me about whatever tribe, homie. You know, I want you to talk about or teach me something about the Navajo. Anything, bro. They're
Mm.
not gonna want to do that.
Yeah.
Everything
Yeah.
has been simplified for them.
Yeah.
They got iPads and they got cell phones, and the most they're gonna do is Google something.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
gonna Google the definition of something or look up a YouTube video and watch something on that, and they're gonna learn from that.
Yeah.
And then that's watered down.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a rumor passed throughout time. It's gonna change. It's gonna change. It's gonna change.
Well, let me ask you. Back in your youth, you know, you grew up in your neighborhood, so you knew everything about your neighborhood, right?
Right.
Now, what outside of your neighborhood showed you about your culture, about your people?
Well, I had my grandfather teaching me about my culture.
Okay.
I had my father teaching me about my culture, but
Hmm.
mixing in prison stuff with it,
Oh.
you know?
Hmm.
So it got watered down. Then I had the big battle with my neighborhood in a certain
Yeah.
organization,
Yeah.
you know, that really made me learn, you know, how to stay on my toes and navigate the streets.
Uh huh.
So other than just those two people in my life, and including my uncle, I learned about tattoos and cultura and what the meanings were on the different tattoos, you
Yeah.
know, and gods and stuff like that, or energy sources, right?
Yeah.
But other than that, we would have speakers that would come to the school, different veteranos that
Oh,
would
really?
yeah, from different neighborhoods. They would have. I went to SEA to a
Yeah.
continuation,
Yeah.
and it was a school just for our neighborhood, bro, for
Oh.
Maravilla. And so they would have veteranos from White Fence come over. They have veteranos from Hazard. They had veteranos from our barrio too, El Hoyo.
Yeah.
that will come and speak to us, and we respected these guys, you know what I mean? But at the same time, we didn't respect them enough to listen to them,
Yeah.
because it was still to talk about it, to talk about something, and talk about it with such reverence, and like, yeah, I used to walk these streets. It's still glorifying it,
Yeah. Yeah.
or we used to, this is what we used to do back in the days, and us as kids listening to these stories, we want to do that too, we want to have our story.
Yeah.
And it's understandable to tell your child, look at my kids,
Mm.
I tell them, don't do this, mijo, don't do that, don't do that, and what do they do? The
Mm.
straight opposite.
Yeah.
Even worse, you know but it's they want to have their story. They
Yeah.
want to have their story, but it's just about letting them know how special they are, bro. And in time, it will come to them in time. Those that aren't meant to be here, they're not going to be here. But those that are still here to deliver that message and find out that they do have an important message to deliver, then they're the ones that are going to help sustain our tribe.
Mm. All right. Sounds good. Now, is there anybody you would recommend out there, let's say to our audience, who they could point the young generation towards, like, let's say watching, maybe learning from?
To what? Don't just tell your child to go watch something
Well, no,
or
what
to learn.
I'm saying is there somebody you would recommend or to look at, or a story or a book that you would recommend, let's say our audience, to maybe, you know, direct our youngins towards that?
Well, I would recommend I mean, it's all gonna be the you. I can't say here go read this book. I can't say here go watch this movie. You know,
Yeah.
because that's gonna go in one ear and out the other. The only thing I
Mm.
could the biggest thing I could say is lead by example.
Lead by
If you're
example.
gonna show your kid something, be there with him to watch it. If
Mm.
you're gonna have him participate in a certain activity, whether it be, and just throw it out there, an example, martial arts, go join that class with him
Yeah.
or her. Lead by example. If you
Mm.
want them to learn something, you learn it too. Don't
Mm.
just want them to learn something about our culture and not know nothing about it. you
Lead
know
by
you,
example, right?
yeah, lead by example,
Okay.
because then it's just you just talking, and, oh, well, you were never like this, and all of a sudden you hear this on a podcast and now you want me to learn everything. You know what I'm saying? That Because that's how it is, bro. Everybody, we've all watched our parents be a certain way. I watched my dad in and out of prison. I watched him go through his substance stuff. And then when he tried to speak to me with wisdom, I didn't have enough respect for him to listen
Yeah.
to that.
Yeah.
But the reason why I did respect um a part of him was because of what homies told me about
Yeah.
him. But that was the old him.
Mm.
That was him, in the grind, in the dirt, and when he was functioning.
Yeah.
But when he got older, all that wisdom, you could lose it in one day, bro. You could lose the respect in one day.
Yeah,
you
that's
know
true. That's
so
true.
you got to really be careful how you navigate, how you articulate yourself, how you conduct yourself.
Mm.
Everything, bro.
Yeah.
Everything.
A shout out to Southtown SD. He says, be their coach.
Yeah, be their coach.
Shout out to Ninja Magic 187 for his super chat. It says, para que echen unas cheves, Marvelous, and NORBEEZ. NORBEEZ, thanks, bro, for the answer earlier. You got it.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Shout out to Southtown as well.
Shout out to Tweety also in 1998. He says, we were all trying to make a name for ourselves.
Simone, Tweety. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, for sure. All right, next question comes from Sal. He says, Texas Food waiting to request an oldie song.
That's
Oh.
right.
All right, we got George Agustin that says, glad to see you back on here. What do you think about the Illuminati card game with Trump's picture saying anytime, any day, our sniper can drop you? And why do you think they keep talking about the ballroom getting built in the White House after this weekend's play? Thanks and appreciate your time.
Okay, so I already have my answer for that. But NORBEEZ, what do you think about the ballroom?
The ballroom getting built. I mean, it's weird. It's weird because they're building an underground military facility under the ballroom. So according to the plans. Now here's the thing: the judge that stopped the building, because there was a judge that said that he couldn't build that ballroom, but that didn't include the military facility underground. He could build that. He just can't build the ballroom. Now, from what I've seen, he's trying to copy a lot of in a sense dictators moves. Like he wants to build that arch. He wants to build this golden arch.
You know what the arch stands for? You know
Uh
about the golden arches? You know about McDonald's, the arches, what they represent?
no.
We'll get into that because that's
All
gonna
right.
lead into a whole thing. But remember the golden arches. I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna give you a whole thing on it. But go ahead, bro. Tell me about the ballroom.
For the most part, he just wants to build it because he thinks that it needs a uplift. It needs an upgrade as far as
A facelift.
the White House needing or getting upgraded. I guess
And who showed you these plans?
he showed him.
Showed them.
Yeah, he showed that
And what's
art
the
thing.
ballroom gonna be used for?
Well, just for dinners. Like for instance,
Just for dinner.
what happened this weekend, the presidential correspondent dinner, whatever the hell it's called.
Right.
That he wants that event to be held in those ballrooms.
Okay, now let me ask you this question again, real quick. With everything you've learned on this show, right?
Yeah.
Or not learned. I
Yeah.
don't mean to say it like that, bro.
Yeah.
But everything that you've heard on this show,
Yeah.
right? Now answer the question in that aspect. What is that ballroom being built for?
Nothing.
What does it represent?
I mean,
Nothing?
nothing.
With everything you've heard on the show,
I mean, for me, from
what is
what I
the
hear,
ball? What is the ball?
ah,
What is the ballroom being built for?
that part.
What do they participate in?
Sacrificial
To who?
to ball. Oh,
You don't think these things have already been built? That there's a sacrificial altar under the White House?
I know.
That there's catacombs?
Yeah, but from what I remember, for the presidential swearing, they hold that same ceremony at another location.
Exactly.
Yeah.
See, so you do know.
Hey, I know a little something.
Hey,
Shout out
so
to the send. If you don't mind, I want to read the super chat. He says, "NORBEEZ is looking out for us Texas foods. You speak for Cali, but give the Texas side some wisdom." Hey,
what's up, Texas? I appreciate you, homie. Yeah. So these supposed new architectural things that they're building, you know, the ballroom, these things have already been made. These underground, what you can call a laboratory because they do certain things down there. Um, they've already been there for a century, 2 centuries. You know, they're just new to you. They show you plans, and this is the construction that's going to be done for the ballroom. And you really think they need a place to sit and hold gatherings? No, and they're never going to tell you where they're going to be at. You think any world leader is going to tell you this is where we're going to hold our dinners, and we're inviting the prince of whatever over here. We're inviting this king and this president of this place over here, and we're gonna have these great dinner and dances and stuff. No, things have different definitions to them than you're taught. You're taught a ballroom is a place to dance and a gathering, you know, of certain people in certain positions of power. But it's not. These people worship gods. These people come from certain bloodlines. You know, these people participate in certain and specific rituals. And another question that was asked in the comment section is gonna let you know the activities that they participate in. It has always been like that. It has always been like that. You know, these e-files, if you know who I'm talking about, right? The Easting files. And I know I pronounced it differently right now, but that's for a reason. That isn't nothing new. It's new to you. It's new to you. That's been going on for centuries. For centuries. They videotape their sacrificial offerings. And for those that don't want to believe in it, and you know what I mean, like, hey, whatever, you know, you're not here to I don't even know how to say it, bro, without sounding disrespectful. But you're just taking up space. You know, you got to realize that we are still in tribal times, and there's still people conducting themselves in these ritualistic ways and downing other tribes. You know, and one of that tribes being you, being taken advantage of, being put under captivity. You know, having you put your signature on things. You know, having you being a civilian. You know, we went over that definition of what that is. You know, signing contracts. You sign your kids over. You get them immunization shots. You know, how many vials of blood do they take from your kids at birth? Gang. Why? They're looking for something. Why do your kids need all these shots? That it's crazy. Crazy the manipulation that we go through. You know, it's crazy how we're being lied to. You know, and it's to our own ignorance that we fall. You know? So go ahead, Norbeez.
Uh,
There you go.
sorry,
Again.
I gotta send this one to a very special person.
All right, shout out to the chat. So yeah, the ballroom. There you go. Don't believe everything that they tell you, bro. We're just waiting for this guy right here.
Hopefully, this person gets my message.
All right, go ahead.
All right. Next one is going to be from Wrinkles Munoz. He says, what do you think about the Mexican pyramid attack? Oh, what's your thoughts on this weather across the U.S.? That's interesting. Yeah. You do you know what you're talking about?
No, but you know what brought to mind? What did I say was gonna happen on the podcast?
Oh, yeah.
And I got receipts. So you guys want to go back? I don't remember what episode, but I think it was 1 or 2 episodes before this.
Yeah, he did say there will be certain events that would be happening.
I called. I haven't missed yet, bro.
Said an earthquake.
Have I missed it?
No.
I haven't missed yet.
I think he even said a volcano.
Yeah. On the West Coast.
I hope the rest don't come true
before June. Then there's one more. There's one more we're waiting for. One more is the elimination of somebody.
Damn.
Very important. So I'm not even gonna say his name, but it's the elimination of one person.
You know, when it happens, you'll know. When it happens, you'll know who it is.
What? Why would you say that on here? You're so stupid. Oh my god. Damn, NORBEEZ, I swear you got a brain with no wrinkles.
Shout out to Zane.
Go.
Shout out to Platinum Details.
Shout out Platinum Detail. Go ahead, NORBEEZ, man. My God.
Oh wait, so what do you think about that? What do you think about the shooting in the pyramid?
Oh yeah, so that thing, I don't know, man. It's kind of weird that the dude. I don't know if a lot of you guys seen the video of him walking up the steps, right? And then the cameraman focuses on him. On that specific person. He just walked. It could have been anybody, but why did that cameraman?
It's almost like he knew.
He knew. Like, you know what I mean? Or like it was all like an agenda for something. And I hate to say that because people go, there you go, Marvelous, with your conspiracy. But it's like, out of everybody, homie, out of all the people, I'm gonna focus on NORBEEZ walking. You know what I'm saying? And getting something out of his backpack, and then I'm gonna go down the steps. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna keep your camera on him for whatever reason, like.
Yeah.
Why did he do that?
Yeah.
And as he came forward to talk about it.
That was interesting.
That was pretty crazy.
Okay. All right. What about the weather across the U.S.? Any thoughts?
You know what? I can't. Then again, I can't say nothing. People can say, you know, we'll take the Bible for instance. You know, in the end times there will be crazy weather. You know, a bunch of stuff going on, volcanoes, earthquakes, and talks of war. You know, you could use that. But what I do know is the program R.I.P, you know, and how they use weather modification. You know, they cloud seed.
R.I.P?
Not that R.I.P, NORBEEZ.
Never mind.
So if you guys don't know what R.I.P is, you know, they do weather modification. They do cloud seeding. You know, they use the ether and the atmosphere to create certain events. You know, such as tornadoes or crazy storms or, you know, fake snow in some parts. That's not even real. You know, so, and it's hard to say if it's real or not, other than to test. I mean, if we're talking about water, then to test the water. You know, what's in that water. You know,
they're doing it to us. Shout out to Tweety for a super chat. He says, "Does NORBEEZ know about the Bohemian Grove?" Yes, I do. I surely do, and it's in California.
Doesn't he look like the owl?
Hey. What?
They said you sound like an owl.
An owl?
Yeah.
Owl?
Yeah.
Shout out to Obi Shorty. He also said, we've been having several earthquakes here in Reno. Shout out to the Jedi. All right, let's see. Next is going to be from Magic Wolf, he says,
Hey, wait, I'm gonna leave one more receipt right here.
oh, yeah.
That bridge up there in San Francisco's coming down. Watch.
You heard it here, guys. You heard it here.
Watch. I haven't been wrong yet.
San Francisco Bridge.
I haven't been wrong. I haven't been wrong.
Put your bets in. All right. Next is from Magic Wolf. It says, well, what do you think? Why do you think listening to oldies and funk is mainly a Cali thing with us? I'm from Baker, but I live in the Midwest and bump oldies and funk, and people rightly assume I'm from Cali. I notice most raza not from here don't really listen to this type of music.
No, man. I think that I think there's a lot of gente that listen to you know, oldies and funk. I think it's all by the radio station, you know, or the people in your city that are running the radio station. We had a lot of people in Hollywood over here. So we had Kiss FM back in the days. We had 92.3 that ended up playing oldies after a while. We had K Earth 101, and then when you go out to the other areas, like such as the East Coast, you have we'll say Weddles, and their preference is gonna be what, country music, rock, So when they did open up a radio station, they're gonna open up what genre of music they like. I think that's why. Um, as far as us, and I don't mean to say it like this, but being the key holders of music or anything that has how do I say this, man? Funk, rap, early 90s rap, being like the epicenter of that. It's just because this is where Hollywood is at. This is where people come to make it. You know what I'm saying? It's Hollywood. You got the music industry here, you got the movie industry here. And I mean, you can't go to Nebraska and go to Universal Studios unless they have one. You know what I'm saying? You can't go to Kentucky. We have the amusement parks. We have everything. People come here, and I do believe it's for a bigger reason than it just being the West Coast. I think it has its ritualistic aspects. Take the name Hollywood. Where does that come from? The holly tree, the Hollywood, the wood that they use in witchcraft. For casting spells. We did an episode one time where we spoke about the rituals that they do when they have the whole ceremony and the releasing of a certain album. Rock music, Ozzy Osbourne. They've all talked about things that they do and them signing that contract. I mean, that signs over their soul. So, I mean, it's not that we came up with everything, because you got artists from everywhere. You got artists, they just move here. This is where a lot of and you guys believe what you want to believe. I'm not saying to believe me, but this is a lot. This is a place where a lot of witchcraft happens, where a lot of them reside. We have the catacombs over here that are rarely spoken about. That's the underground tunnel system that goes all in throughout Hollywood. I mean, it goes even further, but I'm just saying where they're all connected in these rituals that they participate in that are barely being put on social media today. So, yeah, I don't know. Other than that, I mean, it's all passed down through word of mouth. If your parents, if you woke up to oldies in the morning, then hey, that's dope. I showed my kids all my oldies, funk, rap. They know all about that. So and it's just a beautiful thing to wake up to. Who doesn't love waking up? And I'm sure many of you guys woke up maybe to your grandma cooking a bomb breakfast, listening to her novela or listening to even her Spanish music, or if they played oldies. It's just, it makes you feel at home. It's comforting. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's 805 Plumbing. He says Marv feels asleep watching X-Men Bridge Falling.
I don't know.
Oh, you know what? Do you mind if I give my take on that?
Oh yeah, go for it, bro.
Now I did an episode on my channel about how raza here, especially here in California, impacted black music. Because before, black music, it was a lot of gospel back then, early 1900s. They mostly focus a lot of gospel. Then they did start on their, I guess you could call it their blues. But I've seen records where a lot of their music didn't change until they started coming here to California. And the thing is, when they came here, a lot of us dig their music. A lot of our people here dig their music, so we hanged out with them. And the one thing that was very popular amongst our community at that time was cannabis. That was something that was very much used within our community as recreational, obviously. And this is something that there's so many stories of how Raza introduced cannabis to our black brothers.
You're gonna get so much flack for that.
And that's okay, because like I said, there's receipts out there that proves that throughout the black music industry, there's always been a lot of cannabis involved. And that's not something that they started off with. That's something that we've always had here. We've always used it for recreational use, and we introduced it to them. We shared it with them. They enjoyed it, and beautiful music, I like to believe, was created from that.
From cannabis.
From cannabis. Because if you look at all the blues musicians, that's mostly what they were. A lot of their music was dedicated to cannabis. And a lot of them came to California to get that cannabis.
I am gonna have to do my research on what you're saying.
Yeah. If you don't believe me,
I have never
do your
heard that
research
before.
on that. Yeah. I didn't either until I started doing my own research and looking back. Okay, when did this whole cannabis thing here started with them? Because a lot of their music, like their old school blues, a lot of their major blues songs were dedicated to cannabis. They just said it in code.
And where did you get this from?
From a lot of documentaries about the blues. And then the blues, obviously, everybody knows that the blues birthed so much music out of it.
Jazz.
Yeah, jazz, right. Motown, everything just blossomed out of it. And if you see every big artist, they're not smoking cigarettes most of the time.
Yeah, but you can't associate the past with jazz with today's hip hop.
But what I'm saying is it was a...
People do things because they think it's cool now. It's a trend. People did things back then like smoke cannabis because it was therapeutic and it was healing.
Yeah.
And it was real.
Yeah.
Now today it's a hybrid.
Yeah.
It's not real.
Oh, yeah, it's not real. Back then, it was very much being used by a lot of artists to, create.
Right.
Even now, certain artists still use it to create. But I like to think that was our what would you say? That was what we gave to that culture. We gave them that ability to expand their mind, literally, using this. And I like to think that was our contribution to music.
All right, I'm gonna do my research and I'm gonna talk about that one the next episode, bro. Because I haven't heard that.
Yeah. All right, next question is from Izzy Contreras. He says, "Hey, you guys, heard of Project Looking Glass and the Majestic 12? The Illuminos are definitely trying to control world population. Saludos y buenas noches."
So do you know about that?
Now the Majestic 12, now correct me if I'm wrong, that is supposed to be a family.
Okay. And the first part?
The first part, no, that Project Looking Glass, I don't know that one.
Okay, so go ahead and since you read definitions on there, go ahead and look up which one didn't you know? Project Looking Glass or Majestic
Project
12?
Looking Glass. Yeah.
And you said let's look at the one that you said the families first.
The 12
Majestic 12.
Majestic 12.
So I believe it's them about I think it specifically talks about the aliens, right?
Yeah. Let's see.
Go ahead. Read it before I say it.
All right. The Majestic 12, MJ12, is a purported top secret committee of scientists, military leaders, and government officials allegedly formed by the U.S. President Harry S. Truman in 1947 to investigate and handle alien spacecraft recovery. Most notable, the Roswell crash. Although appearing in documents leaked in the 1980s, the FBI and Air Force found these documents to be fake or hoaxes.
Okay. But essentially what it is, bro, it's about them having contact with aliens and aliens showing us these different cataclysms that will take place in our land.
Mm-hmm.
And so what I believe that they're trying to do is make aliens good in a sense. Okay, so I don't know what everybody in the comment section think about aliens. I don't know if you believe in aliens. I don't know what you believe in, right? But aliens in a biblical sense are associated with demonic beings or spirits, and they come from the fallen angels, which are an alien, or you could say alien, a foreign person or a foreign object or whatever the hell, right? It's foreign to you and it's alien. So that's what I know them as. As far as them being specific beings and them being different ethnicities of aliens, like they say, some are called the blues, some are called the grays. There's bad ones, there's good ones that want to help you. That's all hearsay, and that's what the government is telling you, right? Just like they tell you there's planets and that we can go to them. Like they tell you that we landed on the moon and that they're flying in lower Earth orbit. Just like they show you all this stuff, you know, and lie. But I personally believe that they are part of demonic spirits, you know, and there's no truth or good in them, and that's who has a control of society today, through music, through videos, through subliminal messages, through a form of hypnosis and technology, if you will. So you know, for them to have all these Project Looking Glass and Project all these are all certain things that they are barely revealing to the public to force a certain narrative in your mindset and belief in what they are trying to project. Okay.
Mm.
So the more you dwell or give that energy, the more life you give it. They're trying to manifest their destiny, you know, and their reality, and have you participate in their rituals. At the end of the day, it's all about tribes. It's all about it. This is tribal warfare. You know, it's if you guys can't see that yet and you're thinking that you're living in some type of future because there's AI now and there's technology now, that's always been around. You know, it's just new to you. Whatever you're seeing on the television or through your cell phone or computers, it's been around already, you know. They release things when they want, how they want, whenever they want. You know, people are barely figuring out tunnel systems and where the big semi trailers are going, taking merchandise, you know, and food and resources, and what are they doing? Are they planning something? All these scientists are getting murked, you know. Well, ask yourself, where are the scientists' families speaking out? Are these real scientists? Are they real? They've eliminated, supposedly, allegedly, 13 scientists, right? How many
Mm.
Can you look that up real quick, Norby, so I could get an exact number?
How
My
many what?
bad. How many scientists have gotten unalived?
Oh,
Man, you're on the late bus, huh, homie?
oh, I think
Are you here with me?
I want to say either 12 or 20.
12 or 20?
Yeah.
Okay, the last I heard was 13, bro. But go ahead.
Oh, really?
You correct me, homie, if I'm wrong. I want to get a precise number because I don't know if people are watching what's going on, but
Yeah. Well, no, yeah. Mystery of the 12 missing or unalive scientists. Yeah.
okay, so 12? Okay,
That's crazy numbers.
okay, so the last I seen was
Majestics.
13. Okay, 13 is another ritual number.
And this was 2 days ago, where they posted the story of 12 missing or dead or unalive scientists.
Right.
So that, hey,
And these are all scientists that were working on what?
from what I remember, they were working either for NASA or they were working for private military stuff
Right.
and some UFO research.
Right. High up there, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So either these scientists seen something that they weren't supposed to see, or they knew things that they weren't supposed to know, or they're not real. You know, who knows? Somebody said, Platinum says it's 13 for sure. It's 13. Oh, somebody said I think it's 12. Yeah, so look at the bigger picture. Now all this stuff is coming forward. You're getting hip to the skip on the agendas that they're doing. You found out that Washington D.C. is not even part of the United States. Some of the videos that are coming through, even with the last the so I could say shooting, right? Or no?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the shooting the other day, right?
Yeah.
Yesterday was it with Trampa?
Oh, was it?
Do you even pay attention to
You're
anything,
using these
homie?
weird names. Trampa?
Well, who else is a Trampa?
I thought
Fool?
that was some
Trump. Damn. Let me
some
just say.
rapper.
Let me just say every word.
I thought it was a rapper's name.
So the thing with what you call it, there's various videos coming forward that were AI.
Yeah,
You know, they're AI generated, and it's just how many times are you gonna fall for it? You know, because you're the public, you're the voters, you're the taxpayers, you're the ones believing in democracy, you're the ones believing in are voting Republican, you're the ones that are believing in the left wing and right wing. You know, you're the ones that are still playing mortgage, right? You're the ones that are still identifying as that fictitious person on your ID. You know, you guys are the people. You're the masses. You're the energy. You're the movement. So how many times are you gonna fall for it? You know?
I saw this picture of the press briefing, the White House press briefing, where a lot of the big White House staffers, people up there, and they were while the whole thing was happening, they were talking about the shooting. They all have big smiles.
Yeah, it's like it's what you call it. You had the C-19 thing, and all those videos, the majority of the videos of the vaccinations and them rushing people into the hospital, those were all staged. They had behind the scenes cameramen showing, okay, cut, go, take. You have those that came forward.
They had those videos where it showed the needle going through.
Yeah, and it's not, and
poke 'em.
and it's crazy, you know, because people still have the nerve to say that, oh well, you're just a conspiracy theorist. How is that being a conspiracy theorist when the video's right there?
Yep.
When the documents are being released on what their plans were, you got sprayed in 1990 with about the medfly, you know, but we were really releasing this to the public, you know, to see, you know, their reaction to this certain substance. You know, you got the releasing of the chemtrails, you know, aluminum and barium. You know, people are barely finding out about cloud seeding. People are barely finding out about, and let me say it like this, right? I've been talking about this since 2001, bro, right? Social media, MySpace. I've been talking about this for a long time. Even before MySpace. You know, I had my little inklings and things about the 9/11 thing, about what I thought happened, you know. And look at how many years later, we're in 2026. That's 26 years, bro, of just stagnant living. With everybody being distracted, how many baseball games did you go to? How many Dodger games? How many Laker games? How many Padre games? How many Kings, you know, hockey games did you go to? How many fights did you watch? How many people were distracted with the Roman Colosseum that was created in the Americas? How many people were distracted? How many people passed away from diabetes?
Dang.
How many people?
Too many.
And you're still there believing at the hospital that it runs in your blood.
How many limbs got chopped off?
You know what I'm saying? How many of our kids enlisted in the war? You know?
Only to have their parents get grabbed and beat up to get deported.
How many, and ask yourself this, everybody. Every year there's a graduation from some school, right? Every year there's a graduation. And every year you ask your kids, what did you learn? What did you learn? You know? And they say the same, oh, well, we learned about the Colosseum. Oh, they showed us the Eiffel Tower. Oh, we learned about Napoleon. Oh, we learned about, you know, the Roman Empire. We learned about Zeus. We learned about Medusa. We read White Fang. We read Anne Frank. We read The Hobbit.
We learned white history.
You know what I'm saying? You're learning everything about your enemy except yourself. You're learning nothing about yourself. Nothing about yourself. Nothing about your culture. You learn nothing about your migration. You learn nothing about how to sustain your health. You learn nothing about ingredients in food products. You learn nothing about labeling. You learn nothing about the corporate America. You learn nothing about that, what the word civilian means. You didn't even know. You learn nothing about presidency. You learn nothing about the worship of Saturn. You didn't even know what ball meant. Nothing. We learn nothing. And every year, kids go to school to learn nothing. Nothing. The only activity that is beneficial to them, and that's even if they participate, is physical education.
I was about to say that too. PE.
That's
Shout out
it.
PE.
Physical education. That's it. And maybe science if they're doing something cool.
What about art class?
Whatever. Art class. Fine. But they're not learning. We are not learning nothing about us.
Nope.
Nothing.
Nope.
Until you see something when you're in your older years, 30s, 40s. That's if you didn't go to prison. That's if you didn't go to jail. And now you're all fascinated. Oh my God, look it, babe. Look at what I seen on TikTok. Check it out. Look at this video on IG. I didn't know that. Yeah, because you weren't supposed to know. Why would your enemy want to let you know who the fuck you are? Excuse my language. Sorry. Passionate. But why would your enemy want you to know who you are?
You know, that's funny because we did learn how Mexico sold that land to the U.S.
Man, shut up. We didn't sell nothing.
But we didn't learn that. We didn't learn how that even happened. We didn't know because Texas wanted to keep slaves. That Mexico invited a bunch of U.S. people to, have farms, but they brought their slaves. And at that time, Mexico, it was illegal to have slaves. So those Texas guys that went to go cry to the U.S. president, saying that Mexico was attacking them and taking their stuff, and that's how the war started, because those Texas farmers wanted their slaves.
Yeah, but look at, okay, let's bring up the war topic.
They never mentioned that part.
Let's look up the war part, right? We'll look up colonization, right?
Yeah.
You got a lot of people. I get into arguments on TikTok every night, bro.
Yeah.
I swear. I go on we go on debates.
What was that the name of the page again?
My TikTok?
Yeah.
It's marvelous_minds with a Z. So, I go on a lot of debates, bro.
Yeah.
Some weddles, some are straight pro-America, bro. They're straight out of the military. They're all pumped up. And yeah, brother, you got to do this, bro. You got to join the military. And you should have came here right. You should have came here and got your papers the right way. You know? That's what they're saying. Did you come here the right way?
Ooh. No, my parents
Did you come here with peaceful intentions? No, you didn't.
Nope.
You didn't. But now that you're settled in and you have a nice home and a good job and you have your privilege, you're not looked down upon. You live in a pretty nice community.
Yeah.
Right? Now you want to say what other people should be doing or how they should get here or whatever without even knowing their migration story. You want to talk down on people that built, were promised this land. You want to talk about the people that you used against their own people by using manipulation to conquer them. It's not the colonizers that conquered us. We conquered us. We went to war with us. You get that? We went to war with us. They didn't go to war with us. There was no, hey, homie, meet me in the bathroom. We're going to get him up. There's like, no, I'm going to go to your enemy, make him my friend, offer him incentives, give him certain privileges and rights if he helps me colonize you. And not using the word colonize, but essentially colonize you. We're going to introduce these books. We're going to introduce, I know, I'm hungry. We're going to introduce certain things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we're going to change this whole society because I want to sustain my tribe. Imagine that. Oh, you don't hold gold valuable like that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We didn't think of gold like that, bro. We didn't think of diamonds or any jade like in a value sense of money.
Nope.
No, that was energy. That was special.
Yep.
We were told to cultivate this land and protect it and seed it with our natural corn.
Yep.
And they came and poisoned our corn.
Sure did.
Our resource. They made our corn into a hybrid, homie. And they made us plant it over and over again. So we hurt ourselves. That's what's happening. It's crazy.
It is crazy. So Izzy Contreras, I hope that answered your question.
Oh, that was from a question?
Yeah.
My bad. I apologize. I swear, I apologize.
Next question is from Chosen. He says, why are some Freemason Shriners in leadership or in control of the healthcare system, specifically Children's Hospital? What is their agenda?
There's the question I was talking about.
Damn.
So I already have my answer. I said I had my answer before. So NORBEEZ, what do you think? What are you looking for? A text message from a guy or what?
No. Just
You want your candies?
no. That's something getting hold right here. I just wanted to make sure that I find something flat. But you go ahead and answer that question while I take care of that.
Okay, so here, let me read that question real quick, bro. Where's it at? Where can you put it at? What is it? The box? All right. Let me see. Okay, Chosen says, why are Freemasons Shriners in leadership or in control of the healthcare system, specifically children's hospitals? What is their agenda? Well, their agenda is what it's always been, bro. Their agenda is the capturing of that spirit and, of course, the adrenochrome, the blood. Like I said, they take vials of blood. Young males are circumcised. That skin is taken. That blood is adrenalized. They take that. They take the placenta from women, which is so crucial to the woman to have. That umbilical cord should stay hooked up. It should never be cut. It has to fall off naturally. That baby has to get all the nutrients it can. Okay? It's coming into a tainted world. That's what it's coming into. In reality, our air is polluted. Everything can end up being a virus for that baby. So that baby needs to be able to sustain itself. But with these hospitals, they don't tell you what they're doing with the placenta. They don't tell you what they're doing with the blood. Why do they take so many vials of blood? You know? Do they need that whole vial of blood to do that many when you just need a drop of blood to run a simple test? How many drops are in that vial? You know? What are they looking for? There's just so many things that can be said about this, but in reality, it's all about one thing, and it's the beneficial of a pure spirit, that blood that hasn't been tainted with sin yet. Children don't have the sin yet. You know, their blood hasn't been tainted or manipulated. The structure of that cell, that little cell, hasn't been manipulated with words yet or with frequency yet. The minute you, like we did the video on feelings, we always go back to the video of feelings. You know, your frequency generates a certain energy that will manipulate the structure of a cell. That's what feelings are. Feelings are the physical manifestation of the change that's taking place, whether it be a thought or of a word. You know, whatever frequency is being generated is what you're going to feel inside. And you're going to project that energy through anxiety, through emotions, through tears, through happiness, whatever that energy is being given to you. So you got to be careful. You know, they have Gwen Towers manipulating us right now. People don't even know about that program. They don't even know what's going on. They don't know that energy is being generated towards them. They don't know what the metals in food are doing to their body. They're acting as a conductor to that frequency. Just take it like this. For the simple-minded or people that can't comprehend what I'm saying, I'm not saying you guys don't. You know, you guys are smart. But if you go to a golf course when it's raining and you hold up the golf club, the metal golf club, more than likely you might get struck by lightning. Why? Because that metal is a conductor. That metal gravitates to your pineal gland, okay, which is like a magnet. A magnet. Now the frequency, let me get before that. Now your pineal gland is your energy source. That's what keeps your heart pumping. Every day, all day, energy is being generated through your pineal gland. And it's going down your 33 vertebrae, which is your spinal cord. What's called a cord. That's what makes your heart flutter or pump. Your heart is a valve. I don't know what you guys think the heart is, but the heart is just a pump. It's the equivalent of a battery and an alternator in your car. This is your battery. This is your heart. I mean, this is your alternator. Your alternator will make your heart pump. When you're told certain words, disrespectful words, it'll send a frequency through your pineal gland. It'll make your heart pump faster. That energy that you're getting. When you're told certain words like I love you or you're beautiful or whatever, have a great day. All those words generate frequency that manipulate change in your cell. That energy goes to each and every little tendon, every orifice of your body, and changes the molecular structure of that cell. Now that's what your feelings are. Now when people come with bad intentions, that energy, you'll feel it. You'll feel when you're not supposed to be somewhere. You'll feel when you're not supposed to be around somebody. Everybody has this energy. They just are able, they figured out a way to knock it down. How do they do that? When they introduce fluoride into your water system, or the drinks that you're drinking, or the food that you're eating. What you're consuming is what you're going to become. If it's junk, you're going to be a junky person. If it's organic, you're going to be pure organic. You're going to produce more frequency. You're going to be able to pick up things faster. Your aura is going to be more vibrant. We talked about this before when I spoke about when a woman gets pregnant, how she's shining, she's beautiful, she's vibrant. You know, she feels great. You know, besides the backaches and all that. But she's how do you say it? What the word am I looking for? Emulating a certain vibration. You know? And that's because she has that pure blood in her. That special spirit in her that hasn't been tainted with the sins of this world. You know, the badness, the bad energy. You know? It's just, there's just a lot. You know, there's a lot.
All right, Chosen, I hope you got your question answered. The next question is from J. Lennox. Says, Marvelous, is there a son of God or is it just one? Also, where do you and NORBEEZ go MIA for this long?
NORBEEZ, where'd you go?
Let's see, where did I go? I worked. But let's see, how does that question go? Marvelous, is there a son of God?
So the son of God, well, I think what they're asking about is, I guess in a biblical term, that's what I'm taking. If I'm wrong, ask it in the comment section right here. My apologies, all right? But the son of God, the story of the son of God, right? Or the one that you guys probably heard through a pastor or a priest of the person named Jesus, that is God's son. That's the story of Semiramis. I don't know how many times I need to say that. You know, that's not the story in the scripture. The story in the scripture is the Messiah, right? Who you guys falsely named Jesus. That's not his name. And I know this other pendejo podcaster is gonna go and he hasn't even
wait, but just to clarify, Marvelous. Now you said his name is the Messiah, right?
Well, the Messiah, he does come.
Now,
go ahead.
Which I guess which Bible would he just only be referred to as the Messiah?
Which Bible? All of them.
Now, is it no? I mean, before they came up with the name Jesus.
Before the pronunciation in Hebrew, are you asking?
Well, I'm saying, well, what was the? Well, I guess so. There is a son of God, right? Or a Messiah?
No.
Oh, there is no son of God.
No.
There is.
God didn't have a son. That story that people are believing in, and I'm not trying to tell you what to believe in. You guys believe in whatever you guys want. But you guys do your research.
Yeah.
Okay, but that story is the story of Semiramis and the birth of Tammuz. Semiramis said that Nimrod impregnated her with his son Ray's. Okay, she fornicated after his passing.
Yeah.
He passed away. Hey, Nimrod.
Yeah.
Hey, do you know who Nimrod is?
He's
Nimrod is the one that go ahead and look it up so you can read who, so people will know who I'm talking about. Because I could give my definition of who Nimrod was, but I want people to what they're gonna look up. Go ahead.
all right. Nimrod, the son of Cush and thus and the great grandson of Noah.
Right.
Nimrod was described as a king in the land of Shinar, lower Mesopotamia.
Okay. So Noah. Nimrod built the Tower of Babel, right?
Mhm.
Babylon.
Yeah.
Tower of Babylon means confusion. So all these towers, right? And he swore that the Most High would never be able to drown his people again, that he will be the savior of them. Okay? He ended up dying. His wife was Semiramis. Okay? After his passing, she got pregnant. Back then, they still held the laws, bro. You would be stoned or you would be put to your demise. Okay? So she told all the masses, all the people that worshipped her and him, that the sun, when Nimrod passed away, he became the sun god. And his sun rays impregnated her. The miraculous conception.
Oh.
Her baby, Tammuz, who people ignorantly worship on Christmas, the winter solstice, think that that's the story of Jesus. And that's not the story of Jesus. That's the story of Semiramis' son, Tammuz, who also passed. And she said that his spirit went into the trees. That's where you get bringing the tree into the house, giving your offering to that tree, and in the morning, receiving your blessing in the form of a present. These days. Back then, it wasn't that. You get what I'm saying now? You read Tammuz. Or read Semiramis so people know who she is, and then I'll get into the other stuff.
I'm trying to look for her. Okay.
So, Chosen. No disrespect, homie, but Jesus is not Lord. You need to look up what the word Lord means, bro. These are terms that, and this is exactly why this channel is created, for education. I'm not, and I'm not saying that the person or the Messiah, right, is false. I'm saying that the names that you're using is wrong, homie. Just like your homie that you go watch over there on his podcast, the one that likes to make little videos about me and hide behind his screen. He is not educated. I humiliated him on his own podcast. You know, I gave him terms and definition. I showed him to look up his stuff, and all he could yell is the blood of Jesus, the blood of Jesus. But he doesn't even know about the story of the blood. He doesn't know. That's all he's ever gonna say. He's not. He doesn't do his due diligence, bro. You know, and now his channel became a reaction channel when it should be an educational channel. He's reacting to a bunch of people and his feelings, bro. So no, that is not, Jesus is not the Lord. It's a form of prophecy, bro, that was here. In scripture, if you read scripture, the Messiah, right, who you ignorantly call Jesus, Isis, the feminine energy, that's what you're saying, bro. You're saying, but you don't know that. You know, just like you say Israel. That means the feminine energy, bro. Ais, Ra, El, God. Feminine energy, El meaning God. But you don't want to do your research, that's on you. That's on you. You know? If you want to believe that your family member is in heaven when scripture says that heaven is not done yet. There is nobody in heaven yet. It is not completed until the second coming. So how could you even make these false statements? Even love in the Bible. Love is like, oh, God loves and I love God. And what is love? Look it up in ancient Paleo Hebrew, bro. Love is obedience of the law. Nothing else. Nothing else. Nothing else. Love isn't what you think it is. It's not what you think it is. You guys can come up with every theory and your feelings. That's why the Bible says, lean not on your own understanding. You're leaning on your own understanding and your feelings on what you think or what story you believe is real or what man you're putting your faith into, homie. You're putting your faith in another man that told you a story about Semiramis' son. Oh, we got to have Easter today. Estar. Estar. Do you understand that? Do you know anything about that? Do you know who Tammuz was? Have you even heard of him? Did you know that you're worshiping him? Do you know what the name Isis means? Do you know that? I don't think you understand, bro. I don't even think you understand when I get deeper into this channel how these stories have been stolen from our people. The migration story. Moshe, Moses, Meshi, our spiritual guide. Ancient Egypt. The Hebrews going into Egypt. What does Egypt mean? It's not a literal place. It's called Kemet.
Ah.
Where did the Meshika go? Into their captivity. Into bondage. It means bondage, bro. Yeah. You guys don't look up word. You guys are just sowing your feelings. Not everybody. I'm just saying people are sowing their feelings about what they think everything is, man. Like, oh my God, God will never hurt it. God loves everybody. But scripture tells you he doesn't love everybody. He told you in red writing, I created him to destroy him, to be an example to my people, a possessive pronoun. Do you know what a possessive pronoun is? You know what that is? A possessive pronoun? Spencer, I guess you need to just have faith to make it. You know? I guess that scripture where the Most High, or I mean, where your Jesus says, I have come not to destroy the law, but to fulfill it. Not one jot or one tittle shall be removed of the law. What does that mean? If I tell you not to destroy something, not one thing shall be removed. What does that mean, NORBEEZ?
I mean, everything's supposed to stay the way it's supposed to be, by the laws of God.
Thank you.
You don't change anything. You don't add to it. You don't take away. The laws are the laws.
Exactly. I change not. He says he changes not. Everything he built was sustainable for us. We just have to keep it cultivated until his second coming. That's it. That's it. Obey. Until then, you will continue to meet your demise, homie. You will continue to meet your demise. You will continue to worship Saturn without even knowing that you're worshiping Saturn. You guys don't even know that. The cross has nothing to do with scripture. That's been added. How could you take a cross when scripture says he was nailed to a tree? Hung from a tree. Where did a cross? What does a cross have anything to do? How if he changes not, how was Jacob's name changed to Israel? Something new. And what does Israel mean? Because these names all mean something. These names all produce a frequency. Daniel, Michael, Arakiel, Ezekiel. These are all God names.
NORBEEZ?
Be serious.
All right, hey, look, I just wanted to go back to where you wanted to talk about Semiramis and her story.
Go for it.
Like, there is many legends often recounted to show the origin of ideology.
Ideology.
They put it idolatry. Okay, suggests that after Nimrod's violent death, Semiramis proclaimed him to be the sun god. According to these traditions, she later claimed that her son Tammuz was the reincarnation of Nimrod, conceived through divine intervention.
Thank you, NORBEEZ. Thank you.
And to go back to your most recent statement about Jesus being hanged in the tree, several Testament verses of Acts 5:30, 10:39, Galatians 3:13 use the phrase hanged on a tree to describe Jesus' crucifixion.
Thank you. Thank you. You heard it. You heard it. These are all things that I'm telling you, and what this is this is all things that are being put your way for your indoctrination to manifest that energy that they're promoting, that tribe.
Hey man, they really lied to us.
Yeah, they lie to you about everything. Everybody, homie, everybody's in church with their Bibles open, and I get it.
Yeah,
we have trauma, homie.
Yeah,
we are under captivity.
We're looking for a light. We're looking for salvation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But they really lied to us.
And especially the indigenous cultura, culture, homie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because all that stuff that our ancestors went through, we are our ancestors.
Yeah.
That story is written in our blood. What does scripture tell you? It is written in your blood.
Ah. Yeah.
Everything is about us. Everything was about us.
Hey, but that's a trip though. I never seen the verses where it does say that he was hanged on a tree, not a crucifix.
You know, people just they're in their feelings, homie. When I used to be in Victory Outreach, I went to Praise Chapel. I went to so many churches, bro. I've had best friends that were preachers. I've learned a lot from them. But I also learned a lot of, or was misled a lot by them being in their feelings and them pumping me up to be in my feelings. You know? You got that one chosen, the one that podcaster that you follow, bro. All in his feelings over there. You know, because I corrected him on a name. And he started saying, oh, Marvelous is the enemy. He's the enemy. He's the enemy.
Hey, but you know what's weird? His
ignorant.
His picture is some dude with like a lot of blood, a lot of black, almost look like a demon.
Yeah, well, I mean, because he's all about we're gonna keep it bloody. Like, does he doesn't even realize what the blood is? He doesn't realize what that sacrificial offering is.
The adrenochrome thing.
He doesn't understand that, and he still hasn't studied. All he does is comment. He doesn't let a whole video play, bro. He'll play this episode right here, and he'll cut it into segments or pause it every 2 seconds, homie. Oh, Marvelous doesn't know what he's Marvelous. The Marvelous is. You know how long I've been doing this, man? Do you know how many? Oh my God!
He's a baby.
I can't even
He's a baby in this
You know what
world.
I'm saying? And I told him we could have a civilized conversation. We could have a civilized conversation on your show. You know, I came at him with respect. He let me on his platform, gave me praises and everything. And I corrected him on certain things. I told him, did you know this? Do you study ancient Paleo Hebrew, bro? Do you know the pronunciation of words? Do you know the precept of this scripture that you're saying? It's about the blood. It's about the blood. That's all, you know? And it's sad. It's sad because I know how on fire he wants to be or even make his people believe he is, you know?
Yeah, well, you know, there's levels to this, I suppose.
You know, everybody's going through their own awakening, you know? Everybody's not going to grow spiritually the way you would hope for them to grow. Yep. You know, not everybody is evenly yoked. Some of you guys are in relationships and your partner has more faith than you do. You know? So.
All right, Jay Lennox. I hope that answered your question. Zapata Vive says, internalized Ku Klux colonialism and a call for communal accountability. How should we hold accountable Chicanos, Mexicanos, Brown, Raza, etc., who uphold the very systems of oppression that marginalize our ancestors in the first place? Fundamental betrayal.
Oh, we talked about that in the, what's her name?
Shout out to La
Malinche. Hold them accountable. Hold everybody accountable. Hold your family members accountable.
Well, let me ask you, Marvelous. I mean, it's always going to be the I told you so, but do we get anywhere by telling them I told you so?
No, because I have this argument with my brother.
Yeah.
My brother's the opposite of me. You know, he debates me on everything.
Yeah.
He had a whole argument with me using AI about the flat earth. I swear, fool. He had AI answering every question, you know.
Shout out to Tommy and his Tesla.
Shout
AI.
out to my bro and his weak ass car. Damn beta. Anyways, what were we saying again?
Well, I'm saying, I mean, to a certain point, do we get anything off of, you know, giving them the I told you so?
Say for instance, let's take the flat earth thing, right?
Okay.
That's our biggest argument.
Yeah.
Well, how could I believe in a person that says the earth is flat? You know, And I send him so many videos.
Yeah.
I show him so much stuff.
You give him the receipts.
Yeah, and I tell him, oh well, prove to me this. Well, how this and and at the end of the day, bro, when all this comes forward, right? When all this comes forward and everything like slowly getting released to agitate the public, that's what they're doing. They're agitating you. They're messing with the ant hole, homie. And
Mm.
all the ants are going crazy.
Mm.
You and me are the ants.
Mm.
Okay, that's what they're doing. But when everything comes out and people find out, oh, dang, the earth was flat. Oh, Marvelous wasn't lying. My brother, he's going to look at me and he's not going to say, I'm sorry. He's not going to say, give me an apology. He's going to say, so what? So what? Like, who cares? Like, it's not going to be like, you know what I mean? That's why, it's very important and it means a lot with those with ears to hear and eyes to see. You're part of that message. You know what I mean? The message isn't going to be for everybody, even your own family member.
Yeah.
Not everybody, can be saved. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or come into the truth. Not everybody is going to deliver that package that they came down here with.
True.
You know? So
Okay. All right.
it just it sucks. And some people don't believe in stuff because of what they've been through. They don't want to believe in God because maybe they're damaged, They had a lot of things happen in their family. I get it. How could God let something happen? But everything's a lesson down here. Everything. I don't think a lot of people or a majority of people realize that it's not about you. It's not about just you. People are learning from you. We as a tribe are pulsating the vibration. Everybody.
Mm.
And something that you go through, a conglomerate of people are gonna see that. They're gonna see what you're going through. They're gonna learn from it. You might not learn from it. Maybe your kids might learn from it. And you don't realize that your message was delivered in that sense. You went through this trauma because somebody else had to see that.
Yeah.
Somebody else had to learn from that. You'll be back. Oh, you'll come back. You will be back here.
Mm.
You will have a deja vu. You will learn. But for now, I'm going to use you as this. You're going to be this example for this many people. Nobody realizes how many people you affect when you pass on. You're not here to see that. You're not here to see that. You won't be able to see that. And I think that it sucks and it's a blessing. It sucks because I think a big thing that people want to see is how many people really love us. We want to see our own funeral. That's crazy. People want to know who really cared about me, who really loved me, who backed me up when those other people were talking about me, who was really a friend, who was really a soulmate, who was a wife or a husband, who really loved me, my mom or my dad. Who loved me more? They both talked bad about each other. They both said that they loved me, but they showed me this. They did this to disprove that. They showed me otherwise. They had other priorities at the time. They rather go to the club or drink than spend time with me. They didn't take me to the park, but they take my younger brother. How come they didn't do that with me? How come they didn't talk to me about things that they talk about with my siblings or other family members? How come they kept things from me? We're all going through some kind of trauma, We're in our feelings about things. We say that we're not jealous of people, but we are. We are jealous of people. We wish we had things. We wish our life was a little bit better. We wish we had more to offer somebody.
For sure.
We wish we just had more things that just made life a little bit more comfortable. But we're put in a certain position to learn from, for other people to learn from, for our kids to see, Dang, my dad went through that. Damn, my dad had this many opposition. Damn, I shouldn't have done that. No, I didn't know at the time. I didn't know my mom's addiction. I didn't know that. I couldn't understand. Habit. My bad. I didn't understand that. I was hurt that she wasn't there. My dad, I didn't understand that. You know? I didn't understand why I always had to go with my grandfather. I didn't understand why he always yelled at me. But now, 44 years old, I understand a whole lot, man.
Mm.
I understand that they needed somebody to love them. They wanted to hear it. You know? Why should we wait till we pass on to get flowers when I could get them today while I'm here and appreciate them? I can't appreciate them when I'm gone. You can't appreciate them when you're gone. You know? Tell somebody that they're special because they are. They are special. You're part of a special tribe.
That's right.
You were given land. You were given land. You were told that you're special. You just don't even remember it. You don't remember being here before. You don't. This is all new to you. They programmed you in school and they channeled that energy through you. And they told you that this is your first time and you're a whole new person. No, you are your ancestors. And this is energy. So you choose what energy you want around you. Is it going to be good or is it going to be bad? That energy is going to manifest change with you, and you're going to project that onto it.
Yep. All right. Well, Zapati Vive, I hope that answered your question. Let me read these super chats. Let's see. Jay Lennox also asked, thank you for that super chat. He says, do you think Mozart, Beethoven, etc. is good for your frequency? They said it's good to develop your brain thoughts.
Yeah, it helps you concentrate.
Yeah, I love listening to frequencies. I think my favorite one is 432.
And it's not just the person. You know, they name me Beethoven and Mozart, or I don't even know if he said Mozart. But it's a frequency that their instruments are tuned that is making you concentrate or astral project.
I just started listening to 117 hertz.
Really?
Yeah, for good stuff. Good stuff. Shout out to Ovi Shorty. He says he explained where we left for a week. He says on vacation. Shout out to Chris from Arizona for that super chat. He says Messiah equals Meshiaka.
Yep.
Equals Mexica. Shout out to everybody that did the super chat. Do you want to take some calls before?
Oh shoot, it's already. Yeah. Go ahead, bro. My bad. Apologies.
All right. Are you able to read that thing I told you about?
Oh, hold up. Oh, you sent it through my bad. Okay. Oh, the poem? Who sent that?
Ninja.
Man, you know what? You want to read it?
I think he wanted it to come.
He wants me to read it?
Yeah.
Did you proofread it?
No, I did
That's why I don't know.
Let me set this up right here.
I need to proofread it, bro.
Yeah, go right ahead.
I'm not gonna proofread this whole thing right now.
That's why I sent it earlier. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Oh, what the hell?
You know what? I'll read it.
Wait. Okay, no, we're back. We're back. Oof, that was scary. We got dropped for like 2 seconds. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to put the number up. Are you ready?
Who wrote this? Ninja? Hey, Ninja, if you could do me a favor, bro, is he in the chat?
Yes,
if you could do me a favor, bro, and call in, and this is your poem. I would like you to read it, bro. I would like you to read it. Go ahead, bro. I appreciate you guys being here in the chat. Go Sosa, shout out to you, Rootster, Smear Gang, Mary Lou, Cal. Who else do we got? All those names are.
Hey, you got way too much right.
Apologies.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the phone number is up right now. Give us a call if you have any. If you want to give your 2 cents or you have a question. Number's on right there in this app right here also because we're gonna need that.
Carlos Avelos, I appreciate you, bro, for being here. Thank you, man.
Ninja, yes. Shout out to Two Face Entertainment.
Two
Also,
Face, Big Fred.
Ninja, if you're in the chat, give us a call so you could read your poem.
Yeah, please call in, bro. I would like you to read it.
Caller, your name and where you're calling from. You're on the Marvelous Mind Show. Please make sure you're not on Bluetooth or speakerphone.
NORBEEZ, I heard you were hired in Epstein Island last week.
Who told you that? And he hanged up.
That place is vacant.
I heard is back is running all cylinders. I heard it's running on all cylinders again. Or what I hear. But Ninja, the number's up if you want to give us a call and read your poem, or
I appreciate you, Tweety, for being here, homie. Yeah, Ninja, if you could call in, bro, I appreciate that, homie.
Caller, you're on the Marvelous Mind Show tonight. Man, he hanged up. Caller, you're on the Marvelous Mind Show tonight. Please make sure you're not on Bluetooth, speaker, or and your name.
Hey, NORBEEZ.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Marvelous. Hey, guys, it's OG Alligator, homie.
Hold on there, Alligator.
Shout
What's
out
up,
to
homie?
OG Alligator.
Shout out to OG Alligator.
We appreciate you, bro.
Hey, what's up, homies? How y'all been tonight, Ese?
We've been good, bro. We've been on these topics. Have you been listening to the questions we've been answering?
Well, I just barely tuned in, man, because I want to cross the street, go to the store, man. I just got home, man. So, yeah, so, hey, Marvelous.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Holmes, are y'all guys doing okay, bro? You and your son, man? You on anything to eat or anything? I mean,
we're good. We're gonna say
okay, man. I mean, I was gonna see if I could send you something, man, so you and your little boy, bro, could eat or something.
Oh,
you know,
man.
because
I appreciate that, Gator.
I heard the message, dog. I mean, like I don't know y'all's situation, Rapo, but you know, I mean, I felt like bad, homie. I mean, have y'all eaten or anything, or what's up, homie?
Damn, bro, what message did you put out there?
I didn't put no message out there.
As far as that.
No, we're good, Gator. I appreciate that, man. Thank you, bro. That means a lot. And we're doing good over here. I don't know what message you heard about us, but I mean, NORBEEZ.
No, in the Instagram DM, man. I heard the message, bro. You in the voice message, bro.
Okay. Yeah, no, we're good. We're good, homie.
Yeah, homie.
Yeah, we're good, homie. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you. That means a lot, though. It means a lot, homie. And we appreciate you, Gator. We appreciate you, man. So thank you, bro. It means a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I've been all right, man. I just exactly. What's the episode of tonight, homeboy? The top.
What was what?
Say that again.
Okay. Like for the episode of tonight, like, is it only just only live calls or oldies or what's the topic?
Oh no, we're just answering questions, homie, about just about a lot of stuff. What's some questions? Go at them.
I mean, we're talking about mainly, you know, it was a lot of topics.
Yeah, we talked about a lot of stuff, bro. So
is there a question that you want to ask us?
Or is there? Or you know what? Or you know what, Gator? Better yet, Gator, homie. Since you're an OG, homie.
Yeah.
I would like
Yeah.
to ask you, is there any advice that you would like to give any youngster out there, bro, that is thinking about joining a neighborhood or just, you know, hanging around
Okay. Well, I'm gonna tell you, homie, and okay, well, from my experiences, bro, back in the '90s, um, like all that type of gang life and all that stuff, it's not fun, dog. I mean, there's nothing funny about it. Like, I mean, a lot of times, Holmes, I had to literally stay up all night long, bro, just guarding my mom's apartment, bro, because like the other rival homies, the other part of the hood, they would tell you know, threaten to like come by my mom's pad and blast it up and all this shit. And it's like, you know, homie, like it's not good to be in a gang, homie. There's nothing glorious about that life, homeboy. When you join a gang, homeboy, you belong to them, dog. And it's like I mean, there's only one in and out, and it's not cool, homie. There's nothing cool about being in a gang or like, I mean, all that stuff. And I know that, like, I'm gonna be real, homeboy. Not every single homie that's in a gang is going to be that real active, like banger and all this stuff. But I mean, still, it's like I mean, like when people step into that realm, dog, you belong to them, dog. And it's like you got to do stuff and be down for what their cause is. And if not, I mean, there's just like it's a dead end road, homie. It doesn't matter if it's Texas, California, Arizona. I mean, it's just it's not good, homie. Straight up,
Hey,
you know.
hey, I have to take other callers, homie, but hey, I just want to thank you for answering that question,
Most
homie.
definitely.
And Gator, hey, from me to you, homie, I'm glad that you're
Yeah,
still here, bro. I'm glad that you're still around, and I appreciate your presence right here on the show, homie, for real.
Definitely.
I am too, Vato, and I'm gonna tell you, homie, me, homie, like our hood was in the suburbs, okay, and it's like whatever gang hood element gone on in the city, it reached out to the suburbs, homie. So even in the suburbs, okay, things can still be active in the suburbs, homie. And it's like I know that I never was a hardcore banger, but I'll tell you one thing, homie. I mean, like I don't let like anybody like like call me out, home or talk down on me. I mean, I know, homeboy, that there's times, dog, that I have to like tell people the real deal, dog. Let them know, say, hey, homie, check it out, bro. You don't know me, dog. I'm steady, homie. Straight up, you know. I'm not from Cypress, homie. Copperfield, homeboy. What's up? They said, like, I mean, there's times, homie, that I gotta become that way, bro, to let people know that, hey, homie, like, don't step to me sideways, homie. I'm serious, dog, because I'm gonna let you know what's up.
All right, Gator. Hey, I appreciate you,
mean,
homie. We gotta go. We gotta take another call, homie, because before we end it. But hey, I appreciate you. My respects to you and the
okay, buddy.
familia. And you keep doing your thing, homie. Keep in touch.
Thank you,
Give me a
thank you,
message
Gator.
so I can message you back, homeboy.
Okay, homies.
Órale, canal.
All right, guys.
All right.
All right, so I think we're at the last minute. You know what, Marvelous? If you don't mind, I would like to read this poem. If you don't mind.
No, go ahead. I wanted him to call, man, because poetry, like, that's personal.
Yeah, he said it's a little tough to.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, read it, NORBEEZ.
All right, guys.
And let them know who it's from.
This from Ninja to
Oh, it's to somebody?
yeah, to with you know, I'll read it and then you guys can
All right, shout out to Ninja. I call him the Casanova of
And then,
the show.
And then we're gonna leave it at that because I think we're already up at the time.
Yeah, man.
Okay, here we go. He starts off with all right, guys. Let me take down this number because I'm not taking.
We're still getting calls.
Yeah.
Man, people wanted to call in. My apologies.
All right, guys. Hold on. Let me change this right here. Oh, all right. This starts out with sincere respects. Dear family, Alicia and I shared a brief moment as classmates, but her kindness left an impression I never forgot. I wrote this poem in her memory, and I hope it offers a little peace. If it's not fitting, please forgive me, sending love and strength to you all. Alicia, a light that still grows. In the afternoon sun of PE, a quick smile, a glance, a moment that lingered, a kindness that never faded. I thought about you over the years and what became of your life. I imagine you graduating from high school, college, getting a degree, a great paying job, meeting a guy, buying a house, getting married, having a couple of kids, buying a few cars, taking your kids to school, or you getting ready for your baby's graduations. All the beautiful chapters you'd write, all the lives you touch. Then, 19 years later, I learned the world kept turning without your voice. My heart broke, remembering the soul that shone brighter than any surface glow. A lasting impression few people ever linger in the back of my mind. A quiet presence, a smile that echoed louder than applause. She was one of those rare souls, magnificent, not for how she looked, but for the way she let kindness shape every word, every glance. Finding out years later that she was gone, hit like a wall, suffocating, helpless, a tide of sorrow for her, for them. I wish I could have said thank you, could have shared a memory, but the love remains alive in the flowers they keep, in the moments we remember. You were beautiful, not just in appearance, but in every selfless act. A friend to all, a heart that lifted every room. Now flowers rest where you lie, the garden of love kept alive. A reminder that your light still grows, even in silence. May her family feel the ripple of the love. Gentle reminder, she's still here. And the breath we take, the smiles we hold to for her. Her memory lingers like a warm breeze on summer bleachers, echoing laughter and the sunshine of moments we shared. May her memory be a quiet song, gentle breeze in every hallway we walked, comfort for her family, strength for those who miss her, and peace in knowing she's forever in the moments we keep. And that's it.
Oh, dang! Shout out Ninja. That was deep, homie. I felt that one. That was it. That's good, man. I didn't know you were a poet, bro. You write poetry.
Most definitely.
I do too. I'm gonna do some. I'm gonna share some poems later on in a further episode. But hey, you got down on that one, man. And shout out to what about, bro?
Alicia's condolences to Alicia and
Yeah.
her family.
Shout out to Alicia.
Shout
Yeah,
out to Alicia.
I appreciate that, Ninja. Keep them coming, bro. If you have any more, man, feel free to share them with the show. As a matter of fact, any of you that like writing, or any of you that want to share something special, whether it be a poem or whether it not be, maybe it's just something that you wrote and maybe you wrote for a family member, maybe somebody that's still here, that's still alive, and you want to share something and not reveal your name, but just share it story for that person. We'd love to read it to them. Okay, so thank you for participating in the show.
Yeah, that was
that
good
was
poem.
dope, man. I appreciate that one. I like that one. Shout out to Gator, our one and only caller. Shout out to Gator. That's the homie right there, man.
I was gonna say no. We had two callers.
What did we have? Oh, the other one was who?
I think he just made a quick comment.
Oh yeah, but shout out to Gator. Appreciate you, homie. Always respects from us to you.
Yeah,
Everybody in the chat, I appreciate you. NORBEEZ, was there any more super chats?
no, but Ninja says a poem is about a childhood classmate gone too soon. they didn't have a chance to spread their wings. My purpose in writing it is so she's never forgotten.
I appreciate that, Ninja. Thank you, man. I'm sure her family appreciates it too.
Definitely.
Okay, oldie show coming up, so stay tuned for that. Apologies for not giving you any shows last week. But I'm glad that you're all here still.
Most definitely.
And we just send our respects your way. Thank you for participating in the show and the likes and the hype and whatever buttons you want to push and subscribing. If you haven't become a member yet, that is a way to see the oldie episodes or reruns of them. We've been doing them. So also we appreciate that if you want to become a member, I should say. Go ahead, Norbeez, with your final thought.
I think we
didn't even touch on the
we
subject.
didn't, and we will get into it. Maybe
we had a main subject we were going to talk about.
We did have a main subject.
We didn't even get on that. Well, actually, it was Norbeez. Norbeez came up with the show tonight.
But everybody had some really great questions, and I'm glad that we threw out some receipts to certain things, especially with the biblical stuff. You know, I'm glad we put out those receipts. And again, you know, like you say, you don't have to believe us. Do your own research and find out your own way. Aside from that, thank you to everybody that came through. Yes, thank you for coming back, because we did take our little vacation last week, and we are happy to be back here with you guys and chatting it up. We appreciate all of you guys. I mean, especially everybody that hit the like button, because you know this time around I didn't have to ask, and we got over 100 likes, and so that's a really good. That's really good. That we got at least over 100. We had over 200 of you guys. Only 100 of you guys put likes, but you know, I'm glad that you guys are participating. And again, after we're done with the show, probably not tonight, but maybe tomorrow, if you could come back to this episode and hit the hype button, add a comment, and hit the like, and then that's gonna help this channel grow. Because again, we do want this channel to grow so we could expand our reach as far as this YouTube verse. But thank you everybody that came through tonight, and thank you Ninja for that beautiful poem, and everybody that did a super chat tonight, and everybody that participated in the community post, all the caller Gator, shout out Gator, and shout out to all our members. Also, we appreciate all of you guys. We appreciate all our moderators. Also, thank you. And once again, before I go, make sure you guys follow Appalicious. She makes the best goddamn candy out there. Make sure you follow her on Instagram, Appalicious12_, and give her a like, give her a follow, support her, buy her very tasty gummies.
You know what? She's my best friend, right?
Yes.
But I never knew how hard she works. I never knew that, bro, till I watched her all day.
Yeah.
Her and her girl.
Yeah.
Roxy. Shout out to Roxy.
Shout out Roxy.
Bro, they work, homie.
I believe.
Like to do, they do candy apples, dehydrated apples, and that candy, homie.
Yeah.
They're working all day in the kitchen.
Well, not only that, it's a very large investment.
All day in the kitchen.
Respects to every entrepreneur that, puts all their blood and sweat into their business.
All right. I appreciate all you. Hey, what's up, YG from the Valley? I appreciate you, homie. Larry King. Always a pleasure. Bob, Go Social Music. Ranting with Ramos. Go give him a follow ASAP. That's the homie right there. Much respects and salute to you, homeboy. Smear Gang, Mary Lou. Everybody in the comment section. Buddha from that big bottle of Norwalk. Appreciate you, homeboy. Hawaiian Gardens. Tweety. Appreciate you too, homeboy. Thank you, everybody that participates in the show. Remember to, further your education. Don't ever feel you're too old to not learn something. You guys should learn something every day. Every day. From somebody, anybody. You can learn from anybody. Something. Take that, put it in your little file cabinet, because you're going to need it. You're going to need it one day. Somebody's going to need you. Somebody's going to need you. You're going to have the answer to something that somebody needs that's going to be life-saving or life-altering. Okay? Everybody's on their path right now. They're on the freeway. Everybody's on the freeway right now. And there's some people taking the carpool lane by themselves. They don't even know where they're going. They don't got no GPS. You're that GPS for them. You've already been through a situation that they're barely trying to figure out. Whether it be relationship, job, just life, gangs, whatever. You're there to teach them. You are. You're all teachers and students at the same time. You know, some of us are just learning at different levels. You know, you're accountable while you're here to deliver that package. You don't need to work for UPS or Amazon. No, you don't need that. You got sent here as a baby with a package, and you're supposed to deliver it. How you deliver that package is up to you. Who you surround yourself to get you there faster is what you're gonna do. But make sure that everybody that's around you is gonna benefit your life for the better. Is gonna participate in making you a better person. Not gonna help you meet your demise. Not gonna come over here with cheese man gossip about somebody else. But is gonna give you wisdom and tell you slow down. You don't need to go that fast. We're going to the same place. The party doesn't start till you get there. It hasn't started yet. It'll start when you get there. So don't rush. No, there's no rush. All right? So I just want to send my respects and all my love from this show to your home or wherever you're at. Car, share the message. You know, our tribe is on the rise.
That's
and
right.
we're in the time of the great awakening. Giant. Here to tell you that you're that giant. I'll see you.